Hello all, I am ChampionGlitch, and this is a new series I wanted to say. Yeah, okay, I haven't ever talked to you guys before. I'm sorry I didn't really have time, but this is a new channel. I have another channel, but I kind of abandoned that channel a long time ago, and yeah. So hello there. It's very nice to meet you. All of you watchers who's going to be watching this, I hope. So yes, this is an old game, it's outdated. I wanted to play it because of that reason. And I thought that it would be nice if people could join me in this. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll talk to you after I finish all of this quiz. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to explain to you a couple of things before we actually start. But before that, I'm going to talk about this. Pokemon are by our side always. I hope you'll understand the meaning of those words. That was the comment left by Professor Rowan, who has returned to Sinnoh from the Kanto region. Okay, so what I wanted to say was, yes, this is a new series. I had series a long time ago on my old channel. I just didn't have time to do anything afterwards, and so I kind of stopped making videos. And after a while, not too long ago, I made this channel thinking, new fresh starts, and maybe I'll be able to make videos and people will watch them and stuff. If you want to see the original channel, it's Xati vs Luxray. You'll find that in my subscriptions box. So I'm gonna explain stuff for newbie beginners and experienced players, obviously, whilst I play along, so I hope you'll bear with me for this. So anyway, that was the rival. He's very rushed, he rushes around everywhere, and this is the PC. The PC tells you, or your PC tells you the basics of Pokemon stuff and stuff like that. So next, here is our mom. We have to go after Gustav. The reason I called him that is because I live in France, and I thought, what the hell, I'd give him a random name like that. I don't think anybody actually calls their son Gustav anymore. The reason I call myself Champy is because I have, well, a limited number of space, and it doesn't sound right to just call myself Champion like that, or Glitch or something like that. I don't really want to call myself that, so I thought I'd give myself IE for female character. I'm not really a girl, you can tell that by my voice, but the thing is, I wanted to try be a girl character. It's boring to do boys all the time, and yeah, so this is why I want to make the girl character. The name Champy spawns from the fact that I play Ion. It's an MMO originally from Korea, and yeah, my main character called ChampionGlitch there, so, and sometimes I have this little name called Champy, so I thought, what the hell, I'll use it this time, and yeah. So anyway, we just saw our rival again. He went off and then came back again and went upstairs, so we got to talk to him upstairs, like this. Now we follow him onto the road. Our guy would tell us the way anyway, so we talk to this guy up here after this happens. And if you're looking for him, it says he went up that way. So we go and chase him. Yeah, he's always so fast, he thinks we're too slow. Yeah. He's an idiot, he's too headstrong, reckless, and this is what happens every time he does something. He always bangs into you, and so that's what happens with the rival. Which I think Platinum's from the early game I've seen that has giant letters like that, like, hold it! Yes, it's Professor Rowan, the old guy who just presented everything in the beginning of the game. If you can't read fast enough, I would recommend pausing the video, even if you don't like that, but I didn't really want to have to read everything, every single line, and so I thought, what the hell, I'll let you guys, but I'll explain if it's something major happens. So for example, right now he wants to give us Pokemon, like every game, and this is pretty much where it's gonna start, so, ooh, I like this song. Anyway, this is Lucas, he's the professor's assistant. We meet him a couple of times on our journey, and he's, well, always got the type, the Pokemon he uses, his starter Pokemon is usually the type that you're good against, so let's see if we can pick a Pokemon now. So, usually when I play the 4th generation Pokemon games, I play with Turtwig, but anyway, I'm showing you the choices here. You get Turtwig, Piplup with Chimchar. Yeah, I'm choosing you right now, I don't know which one to choose, and yeah, I want Piplup. So, and then your rival always takes the type that's good against you, and Lucas will take the last one, which is the one weak against your Pokemon. So since I chose Piplup, he's going to have a Chimchar. We don't actually fight him, but we fight with him, and that's how cool he is. Anyway, so after all this happened, after we talk to the professor and he tells us off and then gives us Pokemon, we have a battle! Okay, so the concept of the battle is easy. Right now you have a level 5 starter, he has 2 moves. Turtwig has the moves Tackle and Withdraw. What Withdraw does is it ups your defense by 1 stage. I'm not actually sure how it actually really does anything, but it's a pain in the ass. If you put too many withdraws on, you're pretty much in trouble. Piplup has Pound and Growl. Growl lowers attack, and everything else is just a basic attack and just hit stuff. The thing about this battle I hated the most though was that this guy just withdrew like hell. He just kept using withdraw, 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 and then the last 4 moves he used were tackle. But otherwise it had up to his defense to pretty much the max, and it was just a pain. I almost didn't win. So as you'll see right now. Okay, so I'm explaining the battle thing. So you have 4 buttons on the lower screen. You have the fight button where you use a move. You have, which you can't see right now, you have the item where you select items like healing potions and what's it called? Status healers. You'll get stuff like paralyze, burn, sleep, and those need to be taken off. And the middle one can only be used in wild battles. It's the run button. You run away from wild Pokemon, which you can't do in trainer battles or gym leader battles or Elite Four battles. And the last button is the Pokemon button, where you switch Pokemon out, you put another Pokemon into battle and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the concept of this battle. You see how much damage he does compared to what I'm doing, and at this point, I was kind of pissed and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm gonna lose this. And then pound. It was a tough battle for a first battle, I have to admit, because he just used withdraw and withdraw and withdraw, and it makes it harder to hit him when that happens. You saw at the beginning when he only used one withdraw, it was easier to hit him, and then at the end it was doing like less than two points of damage. So, after the battle we go home, we talk to our mom, we explain to the mom what happened, and she's probably gonna heal our Pokemon, I hope. I think. Yeah, it's like, the alert grass would be so threatening. Okay, running shoes. These are obviously, you use the B button, and whilst you're walking, and it will make you run faster. I'll demonstrate that later because I kind of forgot afterwards that I had the running shoes. So after that you go up to the road and your rival is here. And so he's going to do the same thing as you, but he wanted to thank him in a different way. Not by words, but he wanted to catch a legendary Pokemon. Still, he's thinking on the spur at the moment, and you'll later see why we can't actually catch the Pokemon just yet. We can catch this Pokemon, but it is later, so you have to bear with it. Trust me on this one, it's here. It's written on the sign. Anyway, when we enter into the lake, there is a guy here. He'll be essential to the plot later, but until then, I'll keep him anonymous. All we know is his name is Cyrus. So that aside, we're gonna have... There is the voice of the legendary Pokemon. I'll name him later because we'll be fighting him later, I hope. I'll be catching him later. So, for those who are experienced in the game, you know what Pokemon that is. If you know your Pokemon and you know your locations and what Pokemon are here and everything. If you know all this stuff, you should be pretty good to know what that is. Yeah. So here I remember I had running shoes and used them. And here's the first wild Pokemon battle we ever have. Now the first Pokemon here is a Starly. It's a normal flying type. It's pretty basic. It's the basic bird. Every generation has a bird Pokemon. This is like normal flying. And this is this generation's. Starly evolves into Staravia and then Staraptor. The levels I'm not actually too sure of anymore because I haven't played Pokemon in a long time. But I remember everything about this game and all the other games, so I don't have much of a problem. So, okay. So later we'll see what Piplup evolves into. I'm not going to tell you, we can look it up if you want. If you're a newbie player, but if you're an experienced player, you know stuff, so... Anyway, when you enter Sandgem Town, Lucas is waiting for you, so he calls you over, and then your rival comes out of the lab and smacks into you as usual. So then he runs off, and so then we go in. And he takes us over to Professor Rowan. Yes, I'm actually saying every action in this whole damn game. I'm sorry if it seems kind of boring, but trust me, it'll get better later. So, we now have the choice to name our Pokemon. You don't have to name your Pokemon, it's not too bad if you don't want to name it, but I want to name mine Typhoon. Because later you'll see why I want to name it Typhoon. Anyway, he's telling us how the Piplup is warming up to us, it's being happy with us, it's getting to know us a bit better, stuff like that. Now, the concept of happiness in this game, and in later generation games, is the fact that happiness is you can be used. Sorry, I had to stop the recording of my voice for a second there because I was recording this in TeamSpeak. It's a program where you talk with people on different well, yeah, it's where people talk. It's like Skype but just better, and you can put it down and it doesn't show up on any menus or something. And somebody entered the channel I was in while I was recording this, so sorry. Anyway, Professor Rowan gives you a TM, it's a return. Every time your Pokemon gets happier, it gets more power, so the most powerful time it'll ever be is when you have full happy, really happy. So anyway, after this, Lucas will tell you about stuff. So, for example, the Pokemon Center, where you heal Pokemon, and the Pokemart, where you buy items like potions and stuff like that. And then he reminds us to go and tell our family that we are going on a journey. So, yeah, I'm gonna let that. And then he goes up there, and we have to go back to home again. So we can talk to our mom and tell us that we're going off, and... Oh, by the way, yes, I am British, just if you wanted to know. So that will explain the accent to you guys. Anyway, so when you go back to Twin Leaf Town, which takes... oh yeah, the ledges are used for jumping down, and you can use them like that, and you don't have to fight any Pokemon on the way back. So... He tells us to use the Pokemon Center before leaving Sandgem Town, but I knew that she was gonna heal our Pokemon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And she gives us the journal whilst we're on our journey. So that's 2 items she's given us now. The journal and the what's it called? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, your rival's mom comes in and asks if he's here, and still. She then gives us something for the rival, which we'll give in later. So when we meet him again, and then we go out and, well, we can start our journey. So I'm gonna head back to Sandgem Town, and yeah. Then afterwards I'll... Beto! The most annoying Pokemon in this game! It's literally the most annoying Pokemon in the whole game. It only appears on 2 routes, or whatever, however you pronounce it, and they're annoying as hell. They're pure normal type Pokemon, and they are probably one of the lamest Pokemon ever. You can use them for, well, whilst there's TMs, there's also HMs, which are hidden moves, and TMs are technical moves. They're all, HMs are in, up to Generation 5, TMs are one-time use, and HMs are multiple use. Oh, it seems I've overstayed my time period. Okay, so I guess I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you'll watch my next episode, and I'll see you guys then.